Hi guys, welcome back to Kpop Talks. I'm your host, and today we're going to talk about the obviously our weekly K-pop recap. Now, in February, the reason why it came out around the middle part of the month, like the second part of the month, really was because for the first 10 days there was really no music. I think out of the songs that I was interested in, only 6 or 7 songs, no, 5 or 6 songs came out, and therefore I wasn't really interested in doing it. And then with times have passed. Now it's another like pretty much 7 days, so I'm ready to do the video. I think we have a good 30 songs to talk about, which is a lot. I'm not gonna waste too much time for every song, but I think you know uh, there's a good variety, I think, in here that maybe you guys get to know some new artists you didn't know they existed, right? It's a good way to get into I think, K-pop in a different manner. So let's get right into it without wasting any more time. Next is 17, BSS with Second Wind featuring Leongji. The song is actually quite fun in my opinion. I think this is, again, like I said, 17 has went back to their original style in the last 6 to 8 months, and they've done a really good job, I think, at getting back a lot of their fans through this. I like the groove, it's very catchy. Leongji's part, I don't personally love it. I think her rapping, like her flows are good and everything, but I feel like she's not really talking about anything. And I think that really holds the song back a little bit. I'm glad that she's smart. She's collaborating with 17 right after Show Me the Money. I think one of the members was on one of her shows, so it's very, very smart for her to get on this song. And I think, again, for her career is great. I don't think her feature itself was that interesting, in my opinion. Next we have Epic High featuring Wasa, obviously from Momo with Catch. Great vocals by Wasa. I think everything else is very standard, in my opinion, at least. Epic High, it's not my opinion, it's factual, it's standard Epic High classic rapping from Tableau, and I always forget the name of the other guy in the group, my bad. I remember it later, but well, I'll edit the video. But it's a solid song. I think the EP itself is interesting. I think I like these EPs by Epic High that are a little bit shorter, to the point. They're not like 20 songs long. I think they work for them a little bit better, and maybe like in this one there's a little bit more experimentation in the way they approach certain songs, and even the concept of sampling, in my opinion. So overall, I don't mind this at all. I really like it, in fact, because I'm a fan of Epic High. But in terms of bringing something new, I don't think they've really done that in my. Next we have Taeyong with Night Into Days. Pretty good song by Taeyong. It's a ballad. Her vocals obviously are very good. If you're a fan of ballads, I think you'll enjoy this as well. There isn't much to say. It's the most typical ballad you're ever gonna hear in Korea. But I really like her voice in here. Next we have EJ or J with Sober Go Away. This is a really good song by him, actually. I have to give him credit. I really enjoy the production in here, the noise. I love the effects he has on his voice. His vocals are good. They're nothing impressive, but I think they're good. And there's actually interesting storytelling going on here. I think the lyrics are interesting as well. Even though all that controversy that happened with Jamie last year, which I still think it's ridiculous that she got mad because I think he called her a hoe, but they were supposed to be really close friends. So I'm like, there's no way for really close friends she would ever get mad at that. And also the way that she took it to Twitter and trying to make it into a bigger thing, like, oh, this is how women get treated into this industry. I think she ended up deleting that tweet, but it didn't seem like they were actually that much friends, or at least maybe Jay realized that moment that they weren't as much friends as maybe she thought. Maybe she thought they were just like, oh, whatever, like he thought they were really good friends and he was wrong. But regardless, he's a talented guy. Like they say, they're all talented, but I think with this type of music, I think EJ or J, whatever you want to call him, can go somewhere, and I think he can do some interesting stuff, in my opinion. I don't know if he still works in Korea. I think he talked on a stream that he wanted to go back to America, but we'll see. I think it'll be very interesting to see where it goes. Next is Sakurazaka 46 with Cool, J-pop group, one of my favorites. They're keeping the same style, very groovy, funky type of style. They've been doing this quite a bit. This is a B-side track. I haven't heard the album yet. I haven't heard the single as much as I'm concerned, because it will be in another video. But yeah, the song is quite fine. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the other parts of the song, but I think the chorus works, and I think the production is actually, always that guitar they love to have as the major part of the instrumental. And I feel like that's their style at this point. I just wish the song was structured, I think, in a more interesting manner, in my opinion. But the lyrics are fine. I think normally Sakurazaka tends to have somewhat of interesting lyrics. No song I personally think from either Sakurazaka or Keyakizaka, when they were named like that before, had a song that felt like it was just a throwaway, had nothing to say at all. I think that's very hard to go and to find in a group like this, in my opinion. Next we have D7 with Get Loose. This is a solid song in my opinion. Don't know who the 7 is. I don't know if this is their debut or not. I'm pretty sure it's not. But the chorus works a lot. I like the chorus. I don't like the rapping here. It's the only part I don't think it works. Again, there's this problem where people put rapping in sections where I just don't think it fits with the mood of the song, and therefore it's hard for me to really be like, oh, I love it, it's incredible. No, I mean, it's solid, it's fine, but nothing to really blow your mind, in my opinion. And the song itself is okay. And next we have DVI with Sugar. This I don't like. I think it's too generic. The mixing is not great. The chorus is boring. The vocals are not amazing. Yeah, so this is not, I think, a song that is that good, in my opinion. Very, very modest opinion. It's not good, I think. Again, there's this problem where K-pop companies want to give these groups songs that other groups are doing, but 1,000 times better. Or at least towards them like 1,000 times worse. So this song is just generic, and you would forget it the moment you listen to it. It's just the reality. NCT Dream with Best Friends. I really like this actually quite a bit. I think Best Friends Ever. Yeah, Best Friends Ever. I really like this actually. I think it's a great song. Love the production in here. I think the vocals are very good by the guys. There isn't like a huge presence of Mark in this song, which I think it's a new thing for NCT Dream. He's obviously in the song, but it is not dominating as much as he does in other tracks. And the chorus is very fun, I think, and it works very good with the mood of the song as a whole. So I enjoyed it personally quite a bit. Next we have Kamo with Mapsi. I like this song, honestly I do. Again, will I ever go back to it? I don't know. I definitely think the best part of the song is actually Kamo herself. I think her vocals are good here, her rapping is fine. Production is a little bit too generic as far as I'm concerned, and there's this problem where there's a huge repetition of the chorus, but the chorus is long, therefore it's a little bit hard to get through, but the song is fine. I think it's very, very much enjoyable, and if you're a fan of Kamo, I don't think you're really searching more than this in her music. Next we have Imers with Firework. This is another good song in my opinion, even though the production is very basic and very simple. Again, the vocals work, the chorus is very memorable, I think, and it's a great song, I think, for concerts. I can imagine this is the classic song that you will release for your fans, and once they're at the concert, they can sing it with you. It's very easy to memorize, and I think go to the concert and sing it out loud with your group, with your favorite group, right? Which in this case would be Aimer. So I think it's a solid track overall, and I personally enjoyed it quite a bit. But I don't know if I will ever go back to it as much as maybe other tracks on this list. So this is Sulgi with Anywhere But Home. I love this song personally. I think it's great. I would love her, the silky smooth voice of Sulgi on this track. I love the production. This throwback city pop type of production in here. Her vocals work really well. The chorus is very cool. Obviously that all aesthetic is also supported by the music video as a whole. So yeah, I think this song is very, very much a great track by Sulgi. Maybe the best one she has done, who knows, but it's definitely my favorite at least. Next we have another Sakurazaka 46 song with Natsu no Chikamichi. Now this is a song specifically for the third generation members who are supposed to join the group, I'm pretty sure, at the end of February. I could be wrong. But yeah, this song is actually okay. I think overall, I think it's a good way to showcase the girls to the fans. There's a couple of sections of the song that I really enjoy. The chorus itself is fun. I like the pre-chorus. Again, I think here the instrumental is very good, in my opinion. And again, it's more of an introduction, so the song is not amazing. It's not like they wasted a million hours doing this, but it's overall a decent track, I think, to introduce new members to fans and also to them, to this industry. I think that was a good idea by Sid Flower, and Sid Flower does not really have a lot of good ideas as far as you know if you're a fan of Sakurazaka like myself. Next we have Calixto with Mathematics. Now I don't know where they're from. I'm pretty sure they're from Indonesia. I could be wrong, guys, but I think they're from Indonesia, right? I mean, yeah, Indonesia. Okay, I was right. Now the song is good. I can't say it's bad because it's not. In fact, I would say the vocals are good. The rapping section is good. The production is actually not bad at all. But the theme is very interesting. The theme is about all math, and it's about these girls like, oh, you're not really into this, you're not really, and they make all these mathematical references, right? Now the chorus is good. I also like how it drops in a good way. A lot of times K-pop drops tend to be a little bit muffled because they don't want to be too noisy. But this is classic dubstep from like the early 2010s, right? So in that sense they've nailed it in my opinion. But it's a fun song, let's say the way. I still think the way they talk about mathematics kills me. You don't wanna be the mathematic, that's just funny. And then there's a cool drop. So overall, I'm surprised by this group, So I'll definitely check them more from them because I'm actually curious. Next we have Anyeon with Wandering, one of my favorite artists of the last 2 years. Amazing artist. And this is another great song by her. First of all, the vocals in here are incredible by her, and I really like how she sings in this way. You can hear the sorrow, the sadness, but also the song, even though it starts more in a tragic manner, there's at least a level of hope, right, that she wants to leave you through this track that you can kind of reach towards the end. I love the vocals, I love the production, how the mood that even the music video is able to recreate. Anya has been an amazing artist. She's an artist that I personally got surprised by because she kind of reminds me, even though they're very different, like Kanaharu and Mori from Japan, where they're so out of the industry and they do such a completely different style than everybody else that you don't even believe they're making music from that country sometimes, right? And I don't mean in a negative manner, I just mean like I think that's fucking cool. So Onion is somebody that I recommend to everybody. Go listen to Wandering, amazing track. Like I said, I think she's a very underrated artist. Obviously, I think a lot of her vocal performances is inspired by I wish I could remember. There's a classic Korean style of music. This is obviously very traditional way of singing and making music. She's obviously extremely influenced by that, and I think you can hear it throughout not just this song but throughout her discography. Next with Triple S, we're Rising. This is obviously a different group. I think it's like 11 girls on this music video. The song is really good. It still has that Y2K early 2000s vibe, R&B, but not. I don't like it as much as Generation. I feel like Generation was better, obviously way better I would say even, but this song is very good. Whoever's producing this group understands music, understands sound, understands aesthetics, and therefore I expect them to do really good. Now, can this song do better than Generation? Maybe, but we'll see with time, because I think in terms of views it's killing it. But Generation did 30 mil and they weren't able to do so we'll see if now they've gained a little bit more fans and they'll care more, so they'll try to keep, because this is supposed to be the basic group, because they don't have a certain, like a unit name, they don't have it, so it's supposed to be basic Triple S if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so maybe this is just a showcase the entirety of the group, but let's see if they can actually sell. If not, they'll as they said, every time they'll not be able to reach their goals, they'll just change the formation. They've said that. Let's see if they'll keep doing that or not. I'm curious about that, because it would be very interesting to see, in my opinion, if they'll do it, or if they just go the traditional K-pop way eventually. XG with Left and Right. I love this fucking track. I mean, XG, listen, I've said this when I heard their first song, Mascara. I'm saying it now. They have the potential to be the next big thing. They do. Now, they don't come from a big company. Avex does not give too much of a fuck in that sense of making them too popular. But mate, this song hits, and the English lyrics are good. You know how hard it is to find a K-pop song with good English lyrics? And the girls write these lyrics because they've showcased it in the past in other songs, in other like the ciphers and stuff like that. Obviously, this song is heavily inspired by 90s R&B, their Y2K fashion style of things. Like at this point, it's so obvious, it's actually ridiculous. Even in the music videos, like they don't hide it at all. Like they're wearing baggy jeans and crop tops, and they're making even like this one where they have bucket hats. Like it's so clear what they're referencing. But the song is very good. The rapping is fantastic on this one as well. So how many groups you can say now that their rapping is fantastic with their song every time? And as of now, XG has been that group, obviously, and it's good because they have actual members that are truly mastering the rapping and what it means to actually be able to rap. I think that's very impressive in my opinion. They obviously, I mean, Avex is a different company. They run things and they're artists differently, but you know, if people don't know about them, I think they'll get to know them more. Next we have Rad Museum featuring CK with More. I think this song is very bland. It's very anonymous. I don't think this song represents Rad Museum as a whole at all in my opinion. CK does the bare minimum. The production is very simple, like bland. Yeah, I'm very disappointed by this by Rad. I like Rad a lot, but yeah, this is not it for me at least. Next we have Kitty with Killer. I like it. I like the 80s disco influence. The chorus is sick. His vocals have improved so much throughout the years as he's been making a lot more solo music, and I think with this song it represents also a growth as an artist. You know, production is sick. It kind of reminds you of that, like I said, the 80s music, disco influenced. The vocals are good. I love the progression of the song. It's not too long, doesn't feel like it drags too much, and there isn't that exhaustive repetition of the chords that Kpop sometimes can get into, and I think Key himself has gotten into in the past. You can clearly see he's more comfortable as an artist as a whole, which is really cool. Also, that the Michael Jackson references in the music video, I mean, I am not going to talk too much about them, but they're here and there if you can see them, but overall the song is good. Next we have J Park with Yesterday. It's a love song. He's in his Chris Brown bag. Actually does a good job, I think, singing, and the lyrics are good. I mean, they're fine. They're not great. They're just generic in a sense, but they're okay. I think he's making music again, so that's good. And then he has another song with Wasa, which is Love Is Ugly, which I think it's better than the other one. I think also he pairs well with Wasa vocally. Wasa's a little bit more of a deeper voice than him, and I think they work well with each other. And I think here the production is a little bit more interesting. It's sort of simple piano and like kind of like overly cheesy love song. This is a little bit different, and I think it's more actually, I think, in J Park's like chords, in my opinion. So I found this artist, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's from T024. It's More and More. The song is very good. He has a great voice. The production is very simple, minimal, very night-like. It's classic production. I normally like what do you call it, like I associate it with night, so this is a night song for me. I enjoy it. It's very laid back, almost you don't notice it when you hear it, but you know you've been hearing something good. That's how I feel when I listen to this song. I think he's an interesting artist. He's not notorious at all. This song has 5,000 views, so definitely gonna support him in case you see this video, because I think this song is actually quite fucking good in my opinion. Next we have Beauty Box with Favorite. I don't care about this song at all. I'm sorry, I'm not. It's super generic, and there's nothing, I think, in the song itself that makes me want to go back to the girls at all. It's just the way it is. Next we have Dames with Stardust. I think this is a little bit better from the stuff I've heard from them. Again, I don't think the guy's a great singer, so when he tries to sing a little bit, like, it showcases vocals, he kind of lacks a little bit. But in here, I think he does a better job, you know, and overall I think the song is a little bit more enjoyable for me, but still I want to go back to it. You know, you have to really enjoy this type of music, and I'm not the biggest fan of this like more emo style of music. It's not really my thing anymore. Limelight with Honesty, very good, very cute, very bright. The production is simple. I like that bass they have in the back. It's fucking good, and the chorus is very different. You know, you expect something big and like super loud, instead you get a very simple chorus, very simple lyrics, not even as much as of the background music, and it works. So I enjoy it. Not the biggest fan of it, but it's definitely a good song from them. Next is Stacey with Teddy Bear. This is something very different that Stacey has been doing. I don't mind it. I think it's cool. They've tried different things. It's cool for them, I think, to try different concepts and not just hold themselves into a specific image. It's smart as well. The song is enjoyable. I really like it. It's one of my favorite releases of this month. It has a lot of layers, a lot of different change of paces, of styles, of beats. The rapping section is good. It's actually quite memorable because of how it's set up in the song with the production. So overall, I enjoyed it quite a bit. Next we have DNA Cypher. I think this is Lay and his Chinese friends, pretty much. It's okay. nobody really is memorable here. I know there's a guy who's pretty bad. I think he wears all black. I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I can find him. Yeah, I think it is the guy. Yeah, I don't like this guy at all. I don't think he has a good flow at all. And also, he kind of, like, compared to the others, he doesn't seem to be putting as much as effort as the other ones. Maybe that's his style. I don't think it works with the vibe of the rest of the song, which is actually decent, but it's, in my opinion, very forgettable for a cypher. Next, I have Tribe with We Are Young. First of all, I'm happy that Tribe is releasing music. At least they're consistent with it. It's very simple. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of Twice. It reminds me a little bit of, a type of Oh My Girl type of style of music. It's okay, but I'm a fan, so I'll say that I really enjoy it. But objectively, it's nothing crazy. But I think, in terms of the quality of the group, it's right up there. It's not like the quality has dropped or risen dramatically. It's always a solid song. That the classic 6, 7 out of 10 songs that Tribe normally releases for the most part, in my opinion. Oh. Purple Kiss, Sweet Juice, maybe the best song out of any girl group this year. I mean, not really, because New Jeans released Oh My God and Ditto, but one of the top 5, definitely. It's so fucking good. Like, the Purple Kiss is so good at playing around their own style and making always interesting songs. This is a little bit more dark, slightly more horror in huge quotations. The chorus is sick, the pre-chorus is great, the rapping is okay. Actually, I think it's decent. Honestly, I don't think it's bad at all. But the vocals on that chorus are so fucking good, you never forget them. And I like the production. And it's a little bit eerie, a little bit more like dark, mysterious. They've done a good job with that. And still kept it appealing to the masses, which at the end of the day, that's what K-pop is. Next is Just Be and Alexa with MBTI or NTBI. It's actually good. I think the vocals here are fucking amazing, actually. It's another R&B, 90s inspired, 2000s inspired R&B, more 2000s here, mid 2000s inspired R&B, and you can really hear it. And Alexa has a great feature, and her vocals are amazing. So, yeah, overall, it's a good song, I have to say. I'm happy for Just Be and Alexa, man. Specifically, Alexa, she's having a great moment in her career, and I wish her the best, because she deserves it. Really, she's been on the grind for a long time at this point. Next, we have Sogum is back with an artist called Silica Gel, and it's I Love You. Great song. Is it I Love You? Yeah, I Love You. It's a great song. I'm happy she's back making music. She always has these very alternative pop style, very alternative, simple productions. I made kind of like dreamy, surreal, a little bit off to the left for a lot of people. But her vocals are amazing as always in here, and the production really complements the mood, and the lyrics, I think, pretty fucking good in my opinion. So yeah, even though she's not really collaborating with her historical producer, which I always forget his name, which is the other guy she was always working with. His name was Dress. Even though she's not really collaborating with him anymore, she's still making good music. I still want to hear them back again, though, because their pairings is very good. They have great chemistry, in my opinion. Next, we have Kim Woo-jin and Park Ja-won with Self-Portrait. Both did a great job vocally. I think they fit with each other very well. I think it's a very heartfelt song, and the lyrics are very good, so I would definitely recommend you to go and listen to this one and to read the lyrics, because I think they're meaningful, in my opinion. TNX, Love or Die. I mean, I don't really have super strong feelings about this personally. It's a song that, for me at least, is very forgettable. There isn't something about it that I can tell that really stood out for me in a negative or positive manner. I think it's a classic 5 out of 10, really. So I expect more from TNX, something a little bit more daring. And yet they went a little bit the safer route, which I can understand, considering the industry, and you don't want to miss that step where it could cause issues to you or your group or your career. So I completely understand that. Next, I have TVXQ with Parallel. The song is good. There's a lot of things I enjoy. I enjoy the chorus quite a bit. I love the production, how funky it is, how throwback it is. I really enjoy it. I don't love, man, what's his name? Yuno, I think. No, it's not. Is it Yuno? I think it's Yuno. I mean, the guy with this guy, not Changmin, the other guy. Okay, I always forget his name. I don't enjoy his vocals a lot. Changmin does a great job vocally, but he really struggled in certain sections, in my opinion, because he doesn't really fit with the mood of the song, in my opinion. There's also some weird production deviations at certain points, weird sounds, but that's I think what makes this song interesting overall, and I enjoy it. Again, if it wasn't for these weird moments where, for whatever reason, I don't enjoy it as much, it makes me like kind of wince. I'm like, there's something that is keeping me out from saying this song is amazing. 10 out of 10. So it's a good 8 out of 10 songs if I had to. I don't know why I'm rating all these songs this video, but it is what it is. I actually have Brave Girls with Goodbye, which is they're disbanding. They've announced it a couple days ago, they're disbanding. The song is good, but all I'm gonna say is, what is this music video? They deserve more. At least Sister with Lonely, I think they went to like Macau, they shot their video together. It was meaningful, it's memorable. This is just a fucking compilation. Like, for a group that has saved your company and made you shitload of money, you could have definitely done more. People were saying, oh, maybe they're gonna continue together. I doubt it. I mean, I think all, if not most of the members are in their 30s now, so probably they want to move on to the next step of their career, or maybe even just leave the music industry. I mean, it's been very hard for them, I think. But I'm happy. I mean, they had the 2 years where they got back, made great music. I didn't expect them to disband, really, but it's obviously Brave Entertainment does not know how to handle groups and talent. It's very sad, but definitely support them in anything they'll do, because I will. If they'll make music, I'll always be there. Hell, even if they do a drama or like something, I'll check it out. Why not? So yeah, thank you for everything, and will not forget you, obviously, because you're a great group and you've done more than in a shorter amount of time that maybe under a real company you would have done way more and become an iconic group, similar to what happened to Moment, which also announced this man a couple of days ago. So and this was it. Overall, there was a lot of songs, a lot of stuff from boy groups that are kind of like not amazing. Some interesting songs here and there, a lot of great solo music, but like I said, even in my top albums, top singles, solo music in Korea is doing a fucking amazing. Can't say the same for for boy groups, in my opinion. So it's at least interesting to see them getting a little bit better, a little bit more consistent with singles. There's still that issue where I feel like it's never enough. But if you ask me what my favorite single male single, I like the 17 single, even though I'm not the biggest fan of it. I thought the NCT Dream single was very good. I'm is a good single. Calixto from Indonesia was interesting. But then after that, like, nothing really more to say, in my opinion. So yeah, overall it was a decent first half of February, in my opinion, with some really good highlights and a lot of very, very forgettable music. Now, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. We'll see each other, I think, very soon. We'll probably a small podcast that I record, maybe 20-30 minutes, where I'll talk about the whole SM thing a little bit in a more like detailed manner, because I think it's an interesting thing, but it could be very dangerous for the industry. So look forward to that video as well. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, a good day, good evening, good afternoon, and see you with the next video.